Huge trouble for gold market in 2023. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Gold price will explode in 2023 and I will show you why. Be prepared. So before we start the video, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe it and press the bell icon. Keep in mind that the markets we deal in are currently trading between 40 and 50% of their normal volumes. First place. Second, there is not much liquidity in these markets. As a result, everything is tied together, which makes it simple for markets to move around. However, gold did hold up quite well. I believe that the year 1840 is important. Additionally, Goldfield, Silver, and Platinum all have the urge to burst the upside. I think they are looking for an opportunity to attract some new money buyers who will help them break out of the trading ranges they have been in for a while, rather than anticipating an event. Gold prices are rising. I'm a gold owner. I've had a lot of past legal and ethical commitments. I'm long, my algorithm is long, and I strongly believe that you should own some gold as part of your investment portfolio. If we can pop through there, 1840 will be a large amount. You were considering 1900 and beyond. There's a good potential that in 2023 we'll reach new highs. But as I said earlier, we must first clear some hurdles. Platinum actually looks the best of all metals, and I think we may see some very significant action. Silver looks better than gold and can make a higher increase in percentage terms. A commodities boom will occur in 2023, which will include the hard asset commodities of gold, silver, and platinum. They have the potential to rise significantly, but first they must break out of certain levels, because when looking at the technical aspects of markets, those are the first levels of support or resistance for a market, and 1814 gold is a crucial level that we must break above in order to see this rally gain traction. Let's revisit that assertion. Following the invasion of Ukraine, the price of gold briefly reached over $2,000, but that didn't last. Above $2,000, you'll observe sustained. Again, let's be clear that this is subject to change. In my opinion, the price of gold will increase significantly in the long run. Although, we can go there, and if we get there, we can run as a trader seeking and talking with you. Remember that our previous endeavors to reach new highs have mostly failed terribly, returning to 2011 in this. However, if we can survive the commodities boom, we'll start to draw in more funding. And you can see that governments do not want digital currency when you start to consider the potential of the currency that is being discussed. As a result, there would be an even greater need for individuals to switch to gold and silver. Although there are several variables that are in favor of the metals, they still need to technically break over a few important levels in order to move forward. What conditions would have to be met for gold to continue trading above 2,000? Buyers would have to be more aggressive than sellers for dollars. Demand would need to increase. And if you take a look at the world of digital currencies, not cryptos but government digital currencies, you'll see that people don't want to reveal everything they do. Furthermore, I believe that people are beginning to worry more about the possibility of the currency failing as they observe the phony fiat money system. You see, this indicates that there is inflation, which is a bad condition. Additionally, if you give the government and central banking more authority and control despite the fact that they just generate debt and no new industries, the demand for gold may increase significantly. Some of the scripts in gold all start to be, but they might turn into believers when they have to start trading in their paper money or scrap money for digital currency, because they will eventually outlaw scrap money or paper money. There is no economy. Here, gold ought to be much higher. Yes, gold should be considerably higher given the atrocities we're doing to this country. However, it's not because there's still a burden on top of more vendors or hostile military. The category must separate and the purchasers must take control. Fundamentally, gold ought to be more expensive than it is at the moment, as should platinum and silver. However, they are not because those markets are still naturally under the authority of the sellers. And that is what you need to keep in mind. Markets move on supply and demand, but they also move on buyers and sellers, as well as the process for price discovery, which informs you where it will be. In order to attract additional capital to cover their short positions or to become buyers after gold reached a specific level, as has happened in previous years, we need to see it break above 1840 and hold. The economy has not significantly impacted gold prices. When the markets crashed in 2008, gold didn't soar to new heights. The United States is one of the nations that now uses digital currency. Okay, so you have no freedom if we go to digital currency. They are constantly aware of your activities. They are aware of the money you spend. People are quite at ease with that. You know, you want to spend $1,000 in Las Vegas and lose it. You might not want the government to be aware of it, but they will also be aware of it. Again, there are several elements that support the idea that gold prices could rise. The entire cryptocurrency industry is still a legitimate store of value and is still being discussed as a potential replacement for gold. Crypto may be, but it's still a new technology. It's similar to paper money in that the global currency markets experience widespread currency failure and devaluation, despite the fact that they do not inform you of this. As a result, your dollar has less purchasing power. Gold is therefore holding its value better through this. And once more, there is a risk that gold and silver will one day be required as a form of payment, and people will want to possess something, because in that type of market, they might need to have that sort of currency in their possession rather than on paper. We all use credit cards and other forms of fiat money, but what will happen when those markets explode and the fiat money is no longer accepted? Some nations already refuse to accept some form of money. Fair enough then. What happens if you need food but no one will take your money? Or if you have precious metals that might be used as currency but no money? This dates back to the 1600s, before there was paper money, as you might be aware. People may be able to take it upon themselves to generate some money on their own and put it in their pockets as a result of all this inflation and taxation without representation. That's exactly what the earlier dollar rally was. Not necessarily individuals, but rather nations are buying the US dollar because it is still the reserve currency and is where nations turn first when they are afraid. Just keep in mind that there is enough gold in the world to meet demand as suggested by the article. So it is actual gold. And forget about fear. If someone thinks this, or if you start buying gold again, if you firmly believe this, you must purchase gold, not just in the form of bars, but also in smaller quantities in the form of coins. Additionally, you must purchase scrap silver at lesser prices, since once more, if you're going to have to use money, which is a genuine possibility, you'll need less cash because it will make a change for you. It's a stupid statement, but it's true anyway. Nobody is going to be able to give you change when you buy a loaf of bread if you come in with a 10-ounce bar of gold that was, let's say, valued at $28,000 at the time. You must therefore be ready for all of these, which requires carrying a variety of diverse capital, just as with money. However, there are currently and in the future locations that accept cryptocurrencies. Some don't, and some locations will end up taking precious metals while others won't. However, this exact scenario might eventually arise as a result of the currency market and central banking system crisis. Because in my opinion, people are sick of seeing their money devalued while it is still in their pockets. Keep in mind the retailer you use, they will need to exchange that gold for Robbie fiat money since they still need to buy something from someone. Therefore, someone will be aware and will play solitaire. Therefore, it's not quite that easy. The cryptocurrency better fits that category of what you're describing. Although the actual physical metals come close to fitting it, I completely grasp what you're expressing. Governments will have much greater concerns if we have this issue than you and I purchasing goods with gold and silver, since it would indicate that governments are failing, which is a very serious possibility. The United States of America. Okay, you've got the extreme left who are nuts based on what's happening in our country right now. The people on your extreme right are crazy. The far right is different because it is wealthy and armed. People will rebel if you start taking more of their possessions away from them, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if the new United States of America saw another revolutionary war. I wouldn't be the least bit surprised. Another revolutionary war is ongoing. You can only take someone's value so far. And this particular administration has crushed every small business, as you know. It might not seem like a big deal right now, but to a tiny business it is. Owners. For the consumer, it's a significant deal since it seriously undermines capitalism. What is the ideal circumstance under capitalism? In May, everyone is kept honest by it. Fairer pricing and purchasing are the results. How many small businesses truly do you believe have enough revenue coming in each year to allow them to continue operating when they are unable to sell their products? That is what took place. This administration's actions have gradually crushed small firms, and now no one can compete with large institutions like Chase Bank or other tiny banking groups because they are unable to split up their cost among hundreds or thousands of locations across the nation. It is best to destroy this in pieces. Destroy small businesses, and they've done a great job at it. And because they cannot compete with Walmart and the Amazons of the globe, who can purchase things in large numbers at low rates and with better paper and better conditions, small businesses are unable to obtain pricing deals on items. You must pay Walmart net 90 if you are a vendor for Walmart. Therefore, in addition to working with hand and take margin, you also give them 90 days to pay you what you need to pay the debt's credits. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you like this video, please hit the like button.